We talked about God of War maybe being shown, God of War 4. Alexa, you were saying, hey, I hear we may be some sort of Norse God of War game. It is, and it's just straight up called God of War, and Kratos is back as well.
Training his son to do something.
Yeah, his son who sucks at hunting.
So it's a daddening.
Yes.
God of War.
Yeah, much like Gears of War. This is the new trend we're seeing. Peter, before we went live, you were saying, look, if they had to go back to God of War, that the gameplay of those old games, it's a little bit trite, you know, in 2016. They're going to have to shake it up. This is what they did, right? I mean, maybe it's not new, but it's like very different anyway. It's a previous God of War.
I mean, changing the perspective by bringing the camera this close to Kratos is a smart move, and honestly, it was sort of the thing that I was hoping, because watching the gameplay before from the top-down thing, it was just like, man, like we need to be in this action, you know, not like during just a cutscene battle, but actually like in the moment-to-moment gameplay. And sure enough, here we are seeing that. It's super impressive, and I'll be honest, like the sort of the moment with him and his son when the animal was dying. I've never seen anything like that in a God of War game before. Like something that actually felt like inspiring emotion from me. Like I'm super impressed by the whole demo for the most part, if I'm honest.
Yeah, like big tonal shift from the God of War, you know, hoorah, tearing things head off and having like,
but
you know, sex scenes
that,
with the but you know, like they dive into that in a much deeper way. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We'll have to see, I guess.
They dive into the sex scenes much deeper.
They do, much deeper. Triangle buttons. Do we think you'll play as the child? Do we think this is a prologue to a game where you play as the kid?
You do a little bit. I mean, they sort of show you get to aim his bow and arrow. So I presume, that's a good indication.
What do you think, Alexa?
I'm really excited that there's no fixed camera.
Right.
I like that you can explore the world. I totally think, I mean, if you're training the kid, if they're rebooting this, they're going to do a series, presumably in this God of War era. Maybe the next game, if there is another game, is the kid. Like maybe this is you preparing him to become the new God of War.
Well, what do we think about, I guess, what we're looking at here in terms of, you know, era or culture or whatever? Because it doesn't like I know nothing about Norse mythology, but it doesn't immediately jump out of that to me.
So when that guy popped out, he said something Valhalla.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there you go.
But it's interesting though, when Kratos used his like rage thing, it's called Spartan Rage.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not like some sort of like weird reboot of the character. I mean, it's the same iteration.
Yeah, you think it's Kratos just like years later? He's just like, you know what?
Raising a child.
Greece is messed up. I'm gonna go to Norway. Get out of here. Iceland, maybe. Interesting stuff.
Maybe it's like a different interpretation of the God of War, right? Like
Spartan
Rage right there.
Yeah, and that's like, you know, it's all back, and they didn't really reveal his name either, right? So
True.
It could be,
we don't.
be Kratos. Like,
filling in the blanks here. Look at that. Look at that. Look how angry he is.
I really like the beard.
Yeah,
I think the beard is a big improvement.
I love that he just starts punching it here, even though like he has the weapon strapped to his back, still, but he's totally ignored it and like just gone straight for the
sending, I think.
Well, he wants his son to get the final kill, right?
This was pretty funny. I mean,
he gets XP.
The kid fluffed it a little bit. He's gonna get that kill-dead ratio, and then nope. Oops, hit my dad. It's a good thing he's Kratos. Or maybe Kratos. Okay, moving on, I guess.